this is not according to one sect. This is according to the Quran itself. And all the Islamic sects, denominations, follow a major book, and that's Quran. And Quran in itself is not peaceful. It's a mental illness, in other words. And the Muslims, whether they know what Islam is or they don't know what Islam is, as long as they identify with this sick ideology, I consider them psychopaths.
Wow, this is incendiary. This man was born into a Muslim family of extremists. His own father founded Hamas. So it's wild to hear him say these things about Islam. In a moment, we'll see him destroy this woke interviewer.
What about the millions of Muslims across the world who do not engage in jihad and who are peaceful?
Typical modern kid. He's parroting the kind of stuff we hear all the time from the woke brigade. You don't want to miss Mosab's answer, but before we get to that, listen to what he says about the idea of Islam being a religion of peace.
Those who claim that Islam is a religion of peace, they are liars. They are all paid actors. They are all compromised by the sheikh oil money. And they don't want to piss off Islamic political regimes and Islamic money and Muslim investors. And most importantly, they want to avoid the Muslim rage. So they just keep dragging humanity into the trap that Islam is a religion of peace, while it's not.
So why is Islam so violent and aggressive to others? Mosab knows what he thinks about that question. He thinks the violence comes from the top down.
The God of the Quran, Allah, is not peaceful. He's a very violent God. He's not tolerant. He hates the Jewish people. He hates the non-Muslims. And he gives the authority to the Muslims to punish the non-Muslims if they don't obey Allah, to function as the sword of Allah on earth. And this by itself is blasphemic, is wrong, is against the way of life, is against the way of evolution, it's against religion, it's against morality, it's against diversity.
What a man of principle and bravery. What qualifies him to say all this about Islam? If I said this stuff, they would call me Islamophobic, but somehow he has the authority and license to say it.
I was conditioned to be a Muslim. Later on, I went to a Sharia school. I studied Islam. I memorized huge portions of the Quran. I read the Quran on a regular basis. I studied classic Arabic to understand the language of the Quran. I spent most of my childhood and up to my mid-20s in that environment.
He certainly knows the subject. The man has learnt Quran and Islam. Now back to that stupid woke question and Mosab's brutally frank answer.
As someone who know the Quran very well, so the people cannot be mistaken, say, okay, this is your Islam, or this is your sect, or this is your denomination. I tell them, rest, take a seat, and listen. The Quran itself has a problem. Allah himself has a problem. And if we want to deal with Islamic violence, then we need to deal with the root cause of this problem, and it resides in the Quran itself.
The Nepo baby interviewer can't handle this. Listen to him spewing more nonsense in response.